Okay, hi. I'm here to do the Gundam 2 case review, as I've bought one on eBay for 21 UK pounds and with free delivery, and I want to see the differences with the Just Gundam. It's a copy, Chinese copy, but it seemed okay, and I just wanted the same case. I found the Just site trying to sell them for $148 plus, which is obviously a spoof website. So I thought I would go through the Gundam 2 uh, case, and obviously I've got an iphone 6 here. I've just given my iphone 5 to my sister and bought an iphone 6, and I'm totally too scared to put it in my pocket. It is tiny, it's thin. It feels like if I drop this, it's going to be worthless. And £60 access on my insurance every time I drop it is not a good thing. So as you can see, iphone 6 is a lot bigger. I mean, I've only got small hands, and this is sticking out my pocket. So okay, but it seems like a nice phone if it had a half decent case. So what we've done here is I've bought one of these cheap copy cases, and in here you've got extra screws, which is always a good sign. Pop that open there. Okay, I've tried out this case before I've opened it because I wanted to see what was going on. So you get this top Gorilla screen here, which all looks pretty nice. Notice here the difference with the Just, I think. Obviously I haven't got an Just, but there's a hole here and there's a hole there, which means that your speaker isn't actually going to be waterproofed, which is a key thing to know. Splash proof, the same as any other iPhone, but you get any water in there and it will rust eventually. Some condensation. Right, okay, let's put this. That's a silicone shield there. There's a silicone shield. Okay, key thing to notice here is the stopper at the bottom of it. Okay, so it's got this little, see that little hole there? That hole is supposed to fit on the back here. And it slots in there, and it slots in there like that, which goes into this tiny little sticky up bit on the case, and that's supposed to hold it in under pressure. It doesn't. This is flexi, so any pressure you put on the screws, which is that side and that side, it doesn't actually apply the pressure to this. So when you go and pull out your stopper, you actually physically pull it out. One suggestion I've got, which I will be doing later, is just super gluing that to there so it doesn't come out. The only way it's going to come out is if it rips the rubber, which it probably eventually will do, depending on how much you've got to charge it. No, it's an iPhone, you'll probably be using it quite a bit and you'll have to charge it quite a lot. So you get this exoskeleton, which is very Transformers-like, which all looks really nice. The quality on it seems okay, it's just aluminium. One thing I did notice is just a few machine brush marks down here, which you can barely see. And just sort of almost see a line going down, which obviously you wouldn't expect with the original, but I haven't got one, so it seems okay. It's obviously been CNC'd out, it's quite precisioned. So let's have a look at this case. We'll assemble it now. You see here is the nodule that you're expected to put this part on and for it to stay in there, which, as you can see, is that piece of rubber going to stay on that bit there? No, I'd say glue it down. See, I'm popped in now, but that isn't really, the profile on that isn't really high enough, and there's no pressure here because the pressure's here and here. So common sense does actually dictate you want to glue that in. For example, certain purposes, I'm just going to pop it in here for now and then take it apart later. It's quite easy to pop open and re-put it back together. So, but to be honest with you, I wanted this case, I wanted that look, I wanted that feel of feeling my iPhone was solid. And that was the main point, was, oh, this flimsy ass piece of crap, which is great in the phone itself, is brilliant, but the design, oh my god, Steve, why did you have to die on us? The iPhone 5 and 5S was the perfect design. He designed that. Now they've gone far too techy. They're trying to keep up with Samsung and HTC and everyone else with these bigger phones. And look, it's almost gone back to the iPhone 3. You know, going back now. But trust me, iPhone, Apple, you should keep it that same rigidity, because this is, you bounce this and you know you're going to hurt it. Okay, so you pop it in, it feels quite snug. Okay, on a first look, ooh, that looks a bit like an iPhone 4 now, you know. Just, it is a lot bigger. Okay, unfortunately with this case, it adds a lot of weight to the phone. They've made the phone so light that it's scary to drop. So I am just not responsible enough. As you can see here, can you see that finger in the glass? So there is no water protection there or up here. The front camera is actually inside. And you get lots and lots of screws here to pop this in. I'm just going to pop one in nice and tight there. Obviously with these sort of things, try not to over screw them. Just get them so they lock in tight. They have provided us with a lot of extra screws by the looks of things. Let's go. Give it a little. You can tell the biting point, because if you are applying no pressure, the phone will actually, or light pressure, you can feel the phone actually start to move. Anything more than that, and you know, you're better off not having it so you burr it in and have to take the phone out at some point or other. E.g. like finally, like you scuffed up your case too much. Oops. Tiny little screws, aren't they? Not as bad as the ones inside the phone, so anyone should be able to do this pretty good. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is my, is he in there? Ah, look at that. Okay, it sits quite nicely there. It has got that little hooky feature, which I never actually, I thought, oh, I don't really want that, but it looks like a pretty good bounce zone. So, you know, an uneven bouncer, so if you go like that, bonk, it might bring it down. I know, you know what I mean, for surfing or whatever, you're not actually going to use it, but skiing, you probably would be tempted to have this on your backpack, bouncing around on the back and stuff like that. Me personally, I wouldn't use that. I just put it in my pocket and hope that it doesn't crack. It's got two screens now. So the screen, it all works pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks like a bit of dirt in there. Oh no, it's on the outside. Okay, so this actually looks really nice. It feels like I can hold it now, you know. It's I really like it. It hasn't got all the just logoing and stuff, which is what I preferred. If I'm going to put some bloody names on it and that, I'll put my own name on it. Nice little Transformer sticker, or an iPhone Apple sticker, or Alienware sticker would be quite nice. It'd be nice if you put some LEDs all the way around the sides. Maybe they should do that. But yeah, me personally, it's bog standard. I will put the other screws in, obviously. What I will say is that there's the cover there. And just, oh look, I want to charge something. You pop them out. There you go. You pop them out. Right, it's not going to pull out now. Basically, you pull them out like that, and there's these little nodule things which they do. You grab that and pop it out. Okay, it's going to stay in there now, but the first time I used it, it came straight out in my hand. Okay, the volume control buttons are here. See, down and up. Now this is quite important. See this little knobby bit here? That actually pushes down through the case to turn on and off your silence button, your mute button as it were. Obviously iPhone 6 would put the power there, not at the top. So that all works. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So as you can see, I would do the smash test and see how robust it is, but you can know and feel the size of it, that it feels like a phone in your hand. If you drop it, it's going to be quite solid. It's got all this silicone wrapping on it. This here, that hasn't got the protective case in it. I prefer that because it means the flash isn't going to reflect any ambient light off the second lens in the camera. And this rubber seal here should be a watertight. So you just got to worry about that little microphone port there. Yeah, don't go swimming with it, but it might be a little bit splatter proof, splash proof. Still, that's the most important bit there. Always get water in there. You have it in your bathroom. I have it in the bathroom all the time. Steam condensation gets in there. After about 2 years, you start seeing little rust points on the grill inside of that part. So just be aware. But the way they've built the sound here through this, it comes out the speakers quite loud through these two ports here, funnels it through the same way as the R Just. So they have done that design with the case, but perfect, looks good. I'd strongly suggest you buy one on eBay for £21. So thank you very much. That's the Gundam2.